The Premier has confirmed delays in the implementation of Commission of Inquiry recommendations, delivering an update in Parliament. Jeremy Rockcliffe says his government remains committed to delivering enduring change to end child sex abuse in state institutions.
The government revealing 9 out of 191 recommendations from the Commission of Inquiry have now been implemented.
At the outset of this new Parliament, I want to again thank all of those who participated in this Commission of Inquiry.
44 of the first 48 Phase 1 recommendations should be met by the July 1 deadline, but 4 have been pushed back for delivery by September.
I understand that it's hard to hear about any delays, but I am pleased with the significant progress.
When he called an early election, the Premier said work would continue.
These recommendations have been impacted by the suspension of legislative drafting processes that occurs during caretaker periods.
Despite the repeated assurances this Premier has given Tasmanians, Madam Speaker, that he prioritises the well-being of children above all else, when it came to the crunch, he prioritised his political future above them.
Will you acknowledge your statements as dishonest and apologise to Tasmanians?
I've been very open and honest and transparent.
The Premier also giving details on the 22 employees identified by heads of agencies as alleged perpetrators, revealing 4 are subject to active Employment Direction 5 processes, as are 7 of the 42 non-perpetrator employees identified.
I've also asked for increased transparency of the disclosure reporting to ensure the public service is accountable to the community.
Meg Webb today presenting a motion to immediately establish a task force that would develop interim measures to address a rise in the number of children and young people detained at Ashley Youth Detention Centre.
We are leaving children at risk with human rights being violated instead of taking up the offer to put them into community-based, therapeutic, appropriate options instead. It's simply not good enough.
The government has committed to establishing a youth justice community task force to provide input into youth justice reform. It's also tabled a bill to establish an independent monitor to oversee and report on implementation of recommendations. If you or anyone you know needs help, support is available. Imogen Elliott,